Hi everybody, set up today on another rock chuck hunt. There's a farmer here, has a field. The field's getting eaten up by rock chucks. Like, he's got half an acre on this one side that's maybe an acre. It's probably more like an acre. It's just been mowed down by these rock chucks, so they come out here and just graze. So this side of the field is barren, just nothing here. So I pulled up today and they're out. Got set up, parked the truck on the other side over there, and we'll see what happens. They'll probably take a while to come back out like they always do, but they always come back out. So we're hoping for good things. Today is an Avenger only hunt. So the only thing I brought are my two Avengers that I've got set up. And this one's a 25 caliber. This 25 caliber's got my AE Swede chassis on it. Nice AR buttstock. AE Swede carbon fiber short shroud for the tactical converted air guns or for a bottle converted Avenger. I have one of my regulators that I sell on it, although I have it detuned and it's about 2500 psi, maybe 2600. I have one of my plenums on it. This Avenger has lots of port work done. I can go faster, but I found a nice node there where the speed is very consistent, and that's what you want for long range shooting. This gun has pretty good recoil, so it recoils. It'll kick back a little bit when I shoot it. It's pushing quite a bit of air for a decently short barrel to make that kind of power. I've got a 0.58 carbon fiber bottle on it, 0.58 liters, so a little bigger than the standard. I might go with a 0.7 someday. We'll see. We'll see. And then I'm developing a rail system to go. It's a whole, like a forward chassis to go up here, and it'll have this kind of the balance point of the gun, so it'll have Picatinny rail on the bottom. So that's something I'll be out with, and maybe an ergo grip to fit my chassis, although any AR style grip will fit these now since I've done the V3 chassis. Anything else? I think that's it. Oh, I do have a trigger mod on mine, which is my AE Swede trigger, which is a sear tuner, so you can adjust the sear so it just grabs, so you don't have any travel. The stock Avenger has, a few millimeters of travel, and I don't like that. I like a nice, short pull. I don't want to guess when that's going off. I want to know when I get to a certain pressure it's going. And so that's got a sear tuner and a trigger, which gives it a little better leverage on the sear to pop it a little easier. The other gun I've got, oh, holy cow, I'm old, is my little 177 bullpup. So the bullpup is pretty cool. It's a fun little gun, like legitimately fun. I found the bullpup to be, at least in 177, incredibly accurate. It's got some mods. It's got a plenum on it. I've 3D printed a trigger linkage to go around the plenum, although I may have one produced at some point. I've got an AE Swede trigger tuner or sear tuner in this. Bullpup has a really nice light trigger, but it has a lot of travel, so like 4 or 5 millimeters, and if you're shooting long range or precision, it's hard to get that thing to go, or know when that thing's going to go, when the trigger's going to break. So that really helps. I've got a forward barrel band on this, triple, and I'm shooting a Discovery Optics. This is an HD 5/30 by 56. This is a nice big scope, and it does a good job, and it warrants having this scope on this gun because it's so accurate. It is set up to shoot 18 grain Varmint Knocker slugs. These slugs are sized down to .1771. So he makes them and he has to put them through a die to size them down. I found that, well, he sent these as a test with some other slugs that I ordered, and he said they worked well for him and some of his 177s, and so I have found them to be very accurate in this gun. The bigger slugs have a tendency to get stuck in the barrel, and if you ever double load, you're done with the bigger slugs. They just get wedged in there. There's not enough surface area on those little teeny 177s to push it down the barrel. With even with, I mean, we're regulated at pretty close to 3,000 psi with this gun. I've shot this out to 80 yards on some starlings, and last year I shot at some varying ranges, 50, 60, 70, maybe 80 on some prairie dogs when I was shooting pellets. So I've evolved up to slugs with this gun just because I shoot a lot in windy conditions. It's a little bit windy today. These slugs are about a .08 BC. I'll have to check my app, but I think that's about where they're at, .07. But where a 177 would be, I mean, you're lucky to get .02 or, you know, thereabouts. Maybe a little higher than that with a 16 grain. I was using the 16 grain JSB Beast, which is a very good pellet for this gun. I found that the Avenger 177 really likes the heavier pellets, and it has the power to push the Beast pretty well. So this one is stock barrel, porting, valve mods, all the stuff I did to that gun in a 177, but it's a little bullpup, and I really like shooting it. It's actually one of my favorites. I usually take my impact out for stuff like this, but we're gonna do Avengers today. See how it works out. I didn't bring anything else, so we got to make it work. So we'll find out. See if the Avenger is as good as I want it to be, and as good as you know, a lot of people think it is. Certainly for closer in work it is. I mean, there's accurate out of the box, but there's always room for improvement, especially with the budget air gun. So it's part of the fun, you know, messing with these for me and doing some modifications, figured out. I have not put on my carbon fiber shroud. I've got a stock diameter and a stock length carbon fiber shroud for the Avenger and the Avenger bullpup. They use both use the same shroud. I do have one of my stock sized barrel nuts, or shroud nuts, shroud adapter, whatever you want to call it. So let's get in the blind and see what happens. We'll have to wait a while and see what comes out. It's a nice day here in Cache Valley. If any of it looks familiar, it's because you've seen Thane and Val shoot out here, and you've seen Matt Dubber shoot with Thane and Val around in this area when he comes out. So he usually makes a trip up here to see Thane and Val, and they go out and shoot some rock chucks and whatever else they can find. They've got the places pinned down. I don't have the networking they have. And so I'm lucky to find a few little spots here and there, at least so far. I'm working on it. So, well, let's get set up and see what happens here. And this guy's out there at like one. Let's see if I can get a good range on him. Oh, it's hard to get a range on. They're that far out. Kind of small, you know. ...103 yards. It's hard. The hardest thing about this is getting a good range, because they're just not that big, you know. Oh, I hit him. Didn't kill him instantly, but I'm just hunkered in here, waiting for him to come out again. I shot one at 103 with the 25 Avenger and plopped him. Heard the nice plump sound, but I was going for a body shot. I don't have the same confidence yet in this gun that I have with my 25, but I should just go for headshots and see what I can do. I mean, you hate to have him suffer too much. I hit him square in the body, so he's going to die, but I think out here it's okay to take them about any way you can, just because they're really decimating this field. I should get a shot of this for you so you can see. So you can see all around here, you know, it's just eaten off. I mean, this is where they graze. They just come out from this tree line. The river, or the canal here, is lined with cement, so it's like a perfect, between the trees and the cement, it's a perfect hold up for them, perfect habitat for shelter. So, you know, well, that's a good acre. I mean, that's a lot. It's like rain over there. I'm using a death grip bipod, the carbon fiber death grips I got from Utah Air Guns. Travis set me up with this one day when we were headed down to southern Utah to shoot some prairie dogs. So I've changed over to my 177 bullpup, 25. I need to do some more testing, set up some targets, and see how she does. But so far it seems a little inaccurate. The trigger's still a little notchy. Maybe I can make some improvements on that. That could upset the shot pretty easily. I'm just watching one come out in the field out there. See if we get one closer in here. Took a sighter shot with the 177 and it's right on at 50 yards, so hopefully it's a different ball game with the 177. We'll see. These Varmint Knocker slugs really hit hard, and it's doing 9. I can tell you what it's doing. 930 feet per second, and that is 36 foot-pounds, but it's a small diameter, so it goes through, and I think that'll actually help here. Get some good penetration. These guys are pretty solid. They're starting to sneak out further in the field, so let's get you turned around and see if we can get a shot at something. Oh, headshot. Perfect. He is dead. Man, I love the 17, man. This thing's crazy. Now we got a decoy. Alright. We got somebody coming out to check this thing out, so we might get another shot here. Looks like he's curious. Or she. See if I can get a range. "73 yards, 1.2. I've got a branch in the way. Crap. See if I can get another headshot here. Get everything turned on. Want a good range on him. .2. Oof. Here you go. You can see they're all over out here. I mean, this is all rock chuck scat everywhere. All those little dark things. We're gonna go see these two I anchored out here. One of them's a nice size, an older one. So there's a headshot, you know, and so I'm shooting a target. I mean, that might be, what, 2.5 inches across? This guy piled up pretty good, didn't he? Right behind that ear. Right in the ear. That's sweet. Yeah, so this is all dead crop from rock chucks. I mean, it's crazy. They got a sweet little area back here, but man, it stinks. It smells like rock chuck crap and urine. So we're definitely helping these guys out. Pretty. And then they put in all this cement to keep the canal from washing out. I mean, this is all rock chuck crap. All this is, I mean, they're filthy down here. It stinks. See? I mean, I shot a few. I think I shot 9, but there's got to be a ton. Oh, there's a dead one. Look. I'm gonna get my hat on. I'm not bald yet, but it's thinning. All right, well, that's a hunt. I think I'll pack it up. There's more out here, but it's nice to have a couple hunts in one spot, so pack it up, head in. So I did better with the 177 Avenger bullpup. Seems to be very accurate. I haven't shot it a lot with these slugs, so my BC was not quite right. So I'll do some more testing with it. I have my BC set at 0.08. And I'm thinking it's closer to 0.09. 0.09 is pretty good for a, man, that's way good for a 177 slug. So if it was that high, I'd be happy, because that's a pretty good slug. I mean, that's pretty good in the wind. You're getting up there to where the 25 calibers are and the heavier weights. So that makes me happy. Yeah, I'm gonna pack up, head in, go grab some dinner. There's one down there at like 1:36 again, but I think I'll leave them for another day. So, first time I've set up the blind, and it's the first time I've hunted out of it really. Tried it out a little bit at another spot earlier in the year, but there just wasn't much out, so I didn't have much to test it with. But these guys they're going down. If they're, say, 100 yards and in, it's a pretty easy headshot with the 177, and if they're further than that, I kind of go for a upper torso. And more to be found out about the 25. We'll figure that one out. I really want the 25 to be a good shooter. I'd like it to be able to shoot like my kids can shoot it, and I can shoot it when I want. I mean, I like it. It's a good gun. I had a barrel band on it last year, so it was shooting pretty lights out last year, so I think I'll probably do some testing, see what my variation is, what's going on, and then we'll try it with a barrel band and see what that does, and then go from there. So always testing, lots of testing. So thanks for coming along with me. It's a nice day, nice evening. Go get some food in me and relax with the family and come out here again.